Welcome back to the Daily Antidote of Song. I'm Erin. I'm tuning in from New York City, and it is great to be back with you again today. We are going to be singing with the fabulous Rebekka Goldsmith, who we are going to get back to in just a minute. But first, we've got to say our hellos. So, hello to our fearless leader, Jojo Rossi in Tacoma Park, Maryland. Hello to David and Elsie. Hi to Aloysius in Massachusetts. Julie, hello. Hello to Sheila in North Florida. Noel, hi. Hi to Cricket. Hello to Hoda in BC, Mabel and the Cinnamon Bears in Massachusetts. Maybe Bob is somewhere. Hello to Delhi. Hi to Linda on Orcas Island, Storm in Massachusetts, Marcia. Hello. Hello to Susan in Seattle, Diane in Puerto Rico. Hi to Julie. Hi to Bronwyn in Victoria, BC. Hello to Elizabeth in California. Bob on his iPhone. Hi to Susan G. Caroline in DC. And I think that that's everybody that we've got so far today, but I'm sure more folks will trickle in and we will say hello to them when we say goodbye. And everybody, help me wave hello to all of our friends joining us out there on the live stream. Hi, live stream, Facebook and YouTube. We love you all. All right. Now, I think that it is just about time to get started, so please help me welcome back to the DAS stage Rebekka Goldsmith. This is her third time here. She is a dear friend of Elise Witt, who was supposed to host her today, but she's not feeling well. So everybody also, let's send out some healing wishes to Elise so that she feels better soon. But Rebekka, hello, and we're so glad to have you back.
Hello, hello. I'm so happy to be here. So nice to see familiar faces and new faces, and thank you for welcoming me into this community and really holy space.
Thank you so much. And for those of for those of us joining here who might not know, so how do you know Elise?
Elise and I know each other many years now, 15, 17 years from
Wow.
our improv community with Rhiannon.
Oh, that's so great. That's so wonderful. Amazing. And so
Yep.
you're down in Atlanta too. You guys are neighbors.
When I first met her, she said, "I want you to move to Atlanta," which was like, I barely even knew where Atlanta was on the map. I thought I'd
And of
never.
course you said, "Yes, all right, I will do that. I'll
But here
pack
I am,
immediately."
seven months in. I'm now in Atlanta. Yes.
So her devious plan worked and you're in Atlanta.
She's powerful.
She is powerful. That's amazing. That's
Hmm.
so wonderful.
Hmm.
All right, so you have your hand in a lot of different musical pots, so to speak. I know that you are the leader of a congregation. You're
The
the
music
vocal
director,
leader, the
yeah,
music
the
director.
music director, partnering with a rabbi and a really fantastic community called Congregation Beit Chaverim, queer founded and
Oh, incredible.
justice oriented Jewish congregation here in Atlanta.
That is so wonderful. That sounds like such a beautiful space, and I'm sure that you have so many amazing and wonderful songs that you sing in those spaces, and I think you've brought one of those to share with us today.
I brought a song. I listen, like, part of my job in the music, my spiritual path and my life path is to listen for the song that's in the moment. And this one never went away this week. And so it's a one of mine. And I'm going to dedicate this to Julie Wolf, who's here on the call. Uh, yeah, who has been a music partner of mine. And so delightful to see you. This song is called All I Know Is Love, and particularly in this moment of incredible turmoil and hardship and wrestling and like horror in the world. I want to lift up love, and not as a way of sort of bypassing, but really digging into what is really important in the world. How wide can we love right now? How wide can we love? So I offer that as an intention, a kavanah for us in our singing today. It goes like this. It's three parts, but I'm going to sing it all in one and then I'll teach it to you. All I know is love. 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 That's the first part. I'm actually going to have you call and respond it back to me right now, and then we'll go to the next part. So I'll sing it first and then have you sing it. All I know is love. Try that. 3, 4. All I know is love. Second part of this. All I know is love. 2, 3, 4. All I know is love. 2. Let's do the whole thing. Here we go. All I know is love. All I know is love. 2. Here we go. All I know is love. All I know is love. And I think of this as like going down, or we're going up and we're going down. So like really in the body. All I know is love. How much can you know love inside of yourself with this phrase? Second phrase, higher. And I find my heart infinite and everywhere. Listen again. And I find my heart infinite and everywhere. Recall and response. And I find my heart, 2, 3. And I find my heart, second part, infinite and everywhere. Infinite and everywhere. Try that one more time, that part. Infinite and everywhere. Let's put those together. And I find my heart infinite and everywhere. And I find my heart infinite and everywhere. Third part. Everywhere and 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 everywhere, like a bass. Everywhere and everywhere and everywhere and everywhere and everywhere and everywhere and everywhere, or the earth. Everywhere and everywhere. Sing it with me. And everywhere and everywhere and everywhere and everywhere and everywhere. One more time. It's all around us. Everywhere and 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 everywhere. So now what I'm going to do, Aaron, is this okay to keep going at this point? Okay, great. So I'm going to sing all of these parts. Your invitation, these are 3 separate parts. Sing along the whole thing with me. Or if there's a part that's staying with you, stay with it and see what happens when you weave it. Or go off and use it as a base for something that it's prompting. Let's get our note here. I'm sorry. Here we are, taking a breath together. 1, 2, 3, 4. All I know is love. All I know is love. 3, 4. All I know is love. All I know is love. Second part. And I find my heart infinite and everywhere. And I find my heart infinite and everywhere. Third part, everywhere. Everywhere and everywhere. And everywhere, and everywhere, and everywhere, and everywhere, and everywhere, and everywhere, everywhere, and everywhere, and everywhere, and everywhere, and everywhere, and everywhere, and everywhere. Let's finish with all I know. All I know is love. 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 One more time, just to yourself. All I know is love. All I know is love. Even just a hum.
Wow. Rebekka, thank you so much. That really
Mhm.
is the perfect song for this space and for this time. So, is there anything that singing that song brings up for you? Anything that you want to talk about regarding that song?
I just want to say how surprisingly tender I feel right now.
Yeah,
And just to know um, that that's true, and also that to me, that's what music offers is really both a vessel and the means to deeper connection and deeper feeling and presence. Um,
absolutely.
so yeah, that song has been traveling with me for many years, um, and it's sometimes songs just come. Like I'm not a prolific writer. I'm a prolific improviser. So I have stuff strewn all about the world right now. But in terms of things that land and stay, that takes a long time. Sometimes it comes really fast and swiftly. And this is one of those that just sort of showed up very quickly for me. But as I'm sure many people are, I'm in relationship with all of my songs. They are teachers for me, and this one continues to be a teacher. Sort of when does it want to make an appearance? When does it want to show up? And yeah, it's been showing up a lot lately, and definitely it accompanied me this last week, every
Yeah.
day, kind of all around. And to me, it's like the sense of the everywhereness of what's possible for ourselves, especially when we get really small and contracted. And it's so easy to live in that space, and that space kind of becomes calcified. And
Yes.
before we know it, we're just small and we're just tight all the time. And it's a daily practice. So this is one of those songs that reminds me no, stretch everywhere, how
Yeah.
wide, and how important my body is, and how important what's beyond me is, and how important beyond me is the people, the world, the natural world, the mystery of life that is flowing in between all of us.
It's almost like a mantra or like
It
the
is,
backing track to your life.
yeah,
The
yeah,
same way that listening to a song, with headphones on makes you walk down the street differently. Singing
yeah.
a song in your head makes you walk through the world differently.
Beautiful. That's beautiful, Erin. Yeah.
Is there anything that you want to say about things that you have going on, things that you're working on before we sing again? Anything?
I mean, my work right now is it's funny. It's like wider and more focused right now. Uh, I am I'm in a process of figuring, like, working to create in a community that really welcomes and holds music as a vital life force, a vision for how many ways sound can accompany us in the world. And so I'm doing a lot of that very deep work in a specific space. How can we accompany people through hard moments? How can we accompany people through celebration and through life and through death and through changes? And how, like, my work has always been about people's voices. Everyone can sing, everyone can make sound. This is what is available to us. And to be in a community now where music is firm in the body and singing is a natural thing, and there are still people inside of space that don't feel like they can sing, don't feel like they have access to it, are still watching. That's like So I'm in the process of really working to make the music and the sound accessible and available to everybody, in a very focused moment and focused group, and that feels very exciting to me. Even as I get ready to start to put down my next album. I have one album, and songs over the last 2.5 years have continued to come, and now I'm ready to put them into a new recording. So that's kind of on the horizon, both of those things, and
That's
tending
so
to the
exciting.
tending to the heart of the earth and the world. I think in my daily work, how can I do that? How can I be more loving and more
Absolutely.
connected?
Well, that's so exciting. Congratulations that that is on the horizon. We can't wait to celebrate with that with you, hopefully when it does come out. Um, I think it's just time for us to sing again. Would you just lead us in that whole song one more time before we go?
Yeah, I will. Thank you. Um, Yeah, so again, the invitation is like the parts of this that speak to you, let them, like, let yourself move around or stay on one part and just notice what it's revealing to you, as it's moving through you and as you're moving with it. Let's get the note. In the meantime, I'll invite you to breathe and feel your feet on the ground and feel your heart. Connect into your heart and connect in to the hearts of everyone who's in this space, in this beautiful virtual space, and online who will watch this later. You are part of this as well. Ooh, that's our first note. And I'm just gonna stay here for a moment. If you want to be on this note with me or even harmonize. Ooh, here we go. All I know is love. 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 And I find my heart infinite and everywhere. And I find my heart infinite and everywhere. Everywhere and 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 everywhere, everywhere and 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 everywhere. All I know is love. 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 And I find my heart infinite and everywhere. And I find my heart infinite and everywhere. Everywhere and 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 everywhere, everywhere and everywhere and everywhere, everywhere and everywhere and everywhere and everywhere and everywhere. All I know is love. All I know is love. All I know is love. And I find my heart infinite and everywhere. And I find my heart infinite and everywhere. Everywhere and 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 everywhere, everywhere and 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 everywhere, everywhere and everywhere and everywhere and everywhere and everywhere and everywhere, everywhere, everywhere.
Thank you, Rebekka. That was so beautiful. Such a perfect way to spend our Sunday.
Thank you.
Oh, everybody just breathe that in for a second. While you hear all of those loud, loud trucks go by in my background.
For this, may I offer just a little bit of wisdom, a little
Please,
bit of Torah in our
please
tradition?
do.
So just to say, the way I hear sound is that there's a lot, all the beautiful sound that and the vibrations that happen, and then the space after, the space in between. And in my tradition, in the Jewish tradition, Torah is spoken of in two ways. Torah is the Bible, and it's the black writing of the letters that is these words that come through that offer wisdom and guidance and teachings. And it's also the space, the white space between all of the words. So I just want to offer just a real like life blessing that we need it all. We need all the spaces, and we need the sounds, and we need the silence, and we need the reaching out and the yearning and the crying and naming justice, and we need the space for listening and for softening. So I just want to lift up all of our voices and all of our listening, always. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
That's absolutely beautiful. All right, everybody. I think that on that note, it's time to say goodbye. And quickly before I do, I'm just going to remind you of two really lovely possible DAS meetups that we have coming up. So one of them is on Wednesday the 13th, and that's going to be at Joe's house. If you want more details, you can just email her and she will give you those details. But we're just going to be coming in to the DAS room from her house. That will be 11:30 to about 1 p.m. Eastern time. So anybody who's in the DMV, we would love to have you stop by and join us there. And the week after that, on the next Wednesday, our dear friend Alex Cumming is having a concert at Club Passim, and that's going to be at 7 p.m. But that is online, so everyone can join that. All right, everybody. I think it's time to say goodbye. Another thank you and goodbye to Rebekka Goldsmith, our wonderful artist of the day. Thank you and goodbye to Julie. Goodbye to Sheila in North Florida. Bye to Noelle in Seattle. Goodbye to Cricket. Goodbye to Hoda in BC. Mabel and the Cinnamon Bears in Massachusetts. Goodbye to Delhi. Bye to David and Elsie. Bye to our fearless leader, Jojo Rossi in Tacoma Park, Maryland. Bye to Susan in Seattle. Bye to Aloysius in Massachusetts. Jamie in Victoria, BC. Kat in Vermont. Goodbye to Lola. Bye-bye to Dan in Vienna, Virginia. Josie, goodbye. Goodbye to Fred in Silver Spring. Linda on Orcas Island. Bob in Massachusetts. Goodbye to Storm in Massachusetts. Julie in Ontario, Canada. Ruth and Clive in Birmingham. Let's see who else we've got today. Goodbye to Diane in Puerto Rico. Bye to, hey, there's Alex Cumming himself. There he is. Hey, hi, and bye to Alex. Goodbye to Nancy in Washington and her beautiful Irish cow. Goodbye to Marcia in Huntsville. Susan G, goodbye. Goodbye to Caroline in DC. Julie, goodbye. Anna, another one of our fabulous DAS crew who's in Ithaca. Goodbye to Louise, and goodbye to Ray. That's Joe's mom. And goodbye to Elizabeth in California. And of course, a big goodbye to everyone watching out there on the live stream. Bye, live streamers. We'll see you back again tomorrow.